Okay, so in this video, let us discuss AdCoder Nomura Programming Competition 2020. First problem was Takahashi gets up exactly at H1M1 time and goes to bed at H2M2 time. He has to study for K consecutive minutes while he's up. What is the length of the period in which he can start studying? So input is H1M1, H2M2K. Like this, one example. And now the question is demanding from us what is the total length of the period in which he can start studying. So in order to find that, we need to first find out what is the total time in minutes from the time he is up to the time he goes to bed. You can obviously see that it is nothing but the total time t will be nothing but number of hours, that is H2 minus H1 into 60 plus M2 minus M1. This is the total time for which he is awake. In this time, if I subtract K, this will be the length of the period. Why? Let us take for this case, he gets up at 10 o'clock and goes to bed at 3 o'clock. 15 is 3, right? If he starts studying at 10, he can finish at 10:30. If he starts studying at 2:30, he can finish at 3. But he cannot start studying at 2:31 because then he will finish at 3:1 and he goes to bed at 3, so it is not possible. So maximum he can start studying at 2:30. So 2:30 is nothing but how many minutes past 10? It is 270 minutes past 10. I hope you understood this. It is nothing but this H2 minus H1 into 60 plus M2 minus M1. Subtract K from that. So that was only my solution. The first one was easy only. Now let's look at the second one. We have been given a string which contains letters P and D, and there are two things, doctoral quotient and postdoctoral quotient. Doctoral quotient is total occurrence of D, and postdoctoral quotient is total occurrence of PD as a substring, as a contiguous substring. We need to replace question mark in a given string S, which contains P, D and question mark. We need to replace the question mark such that the doctoral and postdoctoral quotient becomes maximum. So whatever is the sum of doctoral and postdoctoral quotient, that should be made maximum. So let us take this first example. So if the string is P, D, question mark, D, question mark, D, sorry, question mark and P. Can you tell me how many D's are there? 2. What is the doctoral quotient? 2. How many PDs are there as a contiguous substring? 1. So postdoctoral quotient is 1. Now I have to replace these 3 question marks. So whenever there is a question mark and after that there is a D, if there is a question mark and after that there is a D, I will replace that question mark with P because I will get a postdoctoral quotient. But what in this case when there are 2 question marks? If there are 2 question marks, what will it be best suited for. So look at my solution. So what I did was we just have to play with either replacing the question mark with P or with D. So what I did was I took the input string and I took two other strings and equated to the input string. My input string is S and I equated both the strings S1 and S2 to S. Now in the first string S1, wherever I find question mark, I'll replace it with D. In the second string, wherever I find question mark, I'll replace it with D, and I will count the postdoctoral and doctoral quotient. For the second string, wherever I get question mark, I am doing this. I am checking if the next place after the question mark is a D, then I'll replace that with P. If there are two consecutive question marks, I'll replace that position with D. Like in this case, there are two consecutive question marks. I will not make this P, I will make this D. And then I will take the maximum of those two. Whichever is maximum by the two methods, I will take and print that string. Ultimately, we have to print that string. So it was just about replacing the question mark with D or P. And if you want to replace it with P, make sure that there is a D next to it. That is, D should be after the question mark. So that was that problem. Thanks for watching. If you understood, please share and like this video. Bye.